My neighbor said I was bringing down property values, but then the HOA fined her $12,000 for her own violations. Temperance had lived in the house next to mine for 8 years when I moved in. She made her opinions clear from day one. My lawn wasn't manicured enough. My car was too old. My fence needed painting. Every HOA meeting, she'd point at my house and sigh dramatically about how much harder it made selling properties on our street. I'm a single dad working 2 jobs. My daughter Bryn was 6 when we moved in, and keeping her fed and in clean clothes mattered more than whether my grass was exactly 2 inches tall. But Temperance didn't care about that. She cared about her property value and her standing in the neighborhood. She was HOA president after all, queen of Maple Ridge Estates. The complaints started small. A citation for leaving my garbage cans out 4 hours past pickup. A warning about my mailbox needing touch-up paint. A fine for hanging Christmas lights 2 days before the approved decoration period. Each infraction was technically valid according to the HOA bylaws, but Temperance enforced them against my house with surgical precision, while other neighbors violated rules constantly without consequence. When Bryn started leaving chalk drawings on our driveway, Temperance called an emergency HOA meeting. She presented photos of the colorful butterflies and rainbows as evidence of visual pollution. The board voted to ban sidewalk chalk. My 8-year-old daughter cried for 3 days. That's when I started paying attention. I began documenting everything. Photos, timestamps, measurements. I walked the neighborhood with a notebook, recording what I saw. It took 6 months to build my case, but what I found was remarkable. Temperance's immaculate property, the one she constantly referenced when criticizing mine, violated 47 different HOA bylaws. Her shed was 3 inches too tall. Her fence extended 6 inches onto HOA common property. She'd installed a satellite dish without approval. Her landscaping included prohibited plant species. She'd repainted her house trim a shade not on the approved color palette. She was running a home business without proper permits, hosting yoga classes in her garage 5 times a week. Her surveillance cameras pointed at the street, violating privacy regulations. And perhaps most damning, she'd built a decorative pond that exceeded size restrictions by 14 square feet. I compiled everything into a folder with photographs, measurements, and direct citations from the HOA bylaws. Then I attended the monthly meeting. Temperance began by proposing new fines for neglectful homeowners. She glanced at me significantly. Before she could continue, I raised my hand and requested the floor for a compliance report. I've noticed some concerning violations, I said, opening my folder. Section 4.2 states that all structures require board approval. Section 7.8 prohibits commercial activity. Section 12.3 restricts water features. I went through each violation methodically. The room grew silent. Temperance's face drained of color. These are all from one property, I finished. The fines total $12,000 according to current penalty schedules. Which property? Someone asked. I smiled. 1,847 Maple Ridge Drive, Temperance's address. The board had no choice but to investigate. Every violation I documented was confirmed. Temperance tried claiming ignorance, selective enforcement, extenuating circumstances, but she'd spent years establishing that rules were rules, no exceptions. Her own words came back to haunt her. She was removed as HOA president. The fine stood. Her house went up for sale 3 weeks later. I figured that was the end of it. Then yesterday, I found an envelope in my mailbox. No stamp, no return address. Inside was a single page, printed in block letters. You destroyed my life. Now I'll destroy yours. I know what you did 15 years ago. I know about Denver. I know about the fire. My hands started shaking. Nobody here knew about Denver. Nobody could know. I'd been so careful. This morning, Bryn showed me a photo someone slid under our door during the night. It showed a much younger me, standing in front of burning wreckage, holding something I'd hoped was buried forever. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.